Back home from this coming Monday, primary 1 to 5 pupils will start full home-based learning until the PSLE ends on October 6th. Those in P6, meanwhile, will still be in school for a few days before they go on a study break from this Saturday, September 25th to the 29th, prior to the start of the PSLE on September 30th. Schools will remain open for students who need additional support during HBL, for instance, in cases where their parents are unable to work from home or secure alternative care arrangements. Back with me are two parents, Shasi Kumar, a lecturer at ITE who has 2 kids, and Jeremy Huang, who's a civil servant. His 2 children are in P3 and P1. Now, if you remember, both were last on the show back in May to talk about the previous round of HBL. So, welcome back to the show, guys. How did your families react to last week's announcement? I mean, it's not the first time that you've had to go through full HBL and a week's lead time as well to prepare. But do you guys have to scramble nonetheless? Shasi, why don't you start us off first?
I don't think so. We didn't need to scramble because I think we kind of like gotten used to it. I think this is the normal, right? To expect the unexpected. So in terms of the kids, I think they are not complaining. You know, anything that enables them to sleep in a little bit later and stuff like that. So they've got no problems. I think we've just got to live with this, and we didn't really prepare for anything, so we're just going with the flow next week.
Jeremy, what about you? Because I understand you have 2 kids in primary school.
Yeah, same as Sasi, we don't really have to scramble. What happened was that I think moving forward, I have to make arrangement with my wife, because right now it's 50%. So my wife is working, so we have to arrange who will be at home, who will be in office. So rather than in terms of logistics, the materials, the equipment and all that, I guess we are ready. So I think towards the weekend we will get them ready and prepare whichever parcel and all that. Just that who will be staying at home, taking care of them, guiding them and all that, that has to be worked out between me and my wife lah. Yeah, but my kids were pretty happy that HBO.
Well, looks like the children have nothing to complain. Now, guys, we last spoke in May. Tell us, how have your families been coping, especially with the measures in schools? Jeremy?
For me, I think my kids recently they were being issued the ART kits. Personally, I felt it might be challenging for the younger ones, especially my daughter. She's in P1, so I taught her how to use it and to use the swab stick and put it up her nostrils and roll it a few times. Unfortunately, she cried due to discomfort in her nostril. So I was wondering how many kids will encounter the same experience as her. As for my son in primary 3, it's okay. He tried to do it himself, and I think I find the challenging part will be for the younger kids lah. Yeah.
Right. Shasi, similar experience for you as well?
Well, I tell you a story. My son and myself, we were on home QO because my son's school, one of the students was affected by the COVID and the mother tongue class. So he is considered a close contact. So the experience was home QO, me and my son. So he has had experience with the ART kits every day. Like during that time, right, the 14 days or so. So yeah, he's more experienced in that. My daughter as well, we've tried that on for her, the ART test kits, and I think Jeremy is right. The younger ones, they can find it a little bit painful because obviously the nose it's shorter, right? You got to go 2 cm or something like that. So it's a little bit more difficult for them.
Well, guys, I can only imagine the challenge that your children have to go through. But thank you so much for taking time off to come onto the show again to speak with me. Now, if you're a parent as well watching, we hope you and your children are well prepared for the upcoming HBL and exams.